Okay, we are working on multiplying fractions. We did a quiz earlier this week and we're having difficulty multiplying fractions, especially using modeling. So we're going to work on multiplying fractions. So if you could read this standard right here.
I can apply and extend previous understanding of multiplication to multiply a fraction or whole number by a fraction.
Okay, so our 5th grade standard means that we've got to multiply fraction by fraction. Now, this first one, 1/2 times 1/6. If you're multiplying a fraction by fraction, do you think your number is going to get bigger or is it going to get smaller?
Bigger.
All right. Actually, when you multiply a proper fraction by a proper fraction, it's going to get smaller. So we're going to use this model. If you'll pick up a color. All right, what's that say to do?
Shade 1/3 blue.
Okay, so we've got, all right, where do you see 3 of something?
Right here.
Okay, going down. So I want you to shade one column out of the 3. Okay, and now shade this one too. Good, so you've shaded 1/3 of this, and we could think of this as like chocolate or something, and we broke it up in 1/3. Now what's this say?
Shade 1/2 yellow.
All right, so with our yellow, we're going to shade either this bottom part or this half part, all of it yellow. So you're just doing the top, right? Just the top half of it yellow. There you go. All right, and then this one too, because if we cut this chocolate bar, break it in half, this top half, so let's shade this top half. There you go. All right, now what does this say?
What fractions of the figure is shaded yellow and blue?
Okay, so how many total pieces do you see?
3, 6.
How many?
3.
How many total pieces of chocolate do we have?
4.
1, 2,
Oh, 6.
3, 4. Okay, so would that be our numerator or our denominator?
Denominator.
Perfect. So that goes on the
bottom.
the bottom. Good. Okay, and what fraction is shaded yellow and blue? So what?
1.
1. So your top number would be 1. So let's say it again. We shaded 1/3 blue. We shaded
1/2 yellow.
so 1/2.
Times 1/3 is equals to 1/6.
Good. And do you know what's the trick when we just multiply with our numbers? What can we do? What do we say? We multiply across
The top and bottom.
Okay, so 1 times 1 is
1.
So go ahead and put that just to check our answer. And then 3 times 2 is
6.
6. So we can put a 6. All right. So I helped you a lot with that one. And on this one, I'm going to let you do it a little more on your own. So what's this say?
Shade 3/4 blue.
Okay. Where do you see 4 rows or 4 columns?
Right here.
Okay. Going which way?
Across.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many are we going to shade?
3.
Hold on just a second. So you're going to shade 1, 2, 3. Okay, go ahead. There you go. Perfect. And then what does this say?
Shade 2/3 yellow.
Okay, and where do you see 3 rows? Or 3 columns? Going that way. So how many are you going to shade?
2.
So you could shade 1, 2. There you go. And don't forget this also. All right, now read our problem.
What fraction of the figure is shaded yellow and blue?
So where do you see, how many total are there first? How many total pieces are there?
12.
Perfect, so that's your
Denominator.
okay. And how many are shaded blue and yellow?
6.
So there's your numerator. And what can we do? We can
Simplify it to 1/2.
Very good, girl. All right. So now let's check our answer. 2 times 3?
Is 6.
Great. Multiply across the bottom. 3 times 4.
is 12
All right, now simplify.
equal to 1/2.
Perfect. All right, let's flip the page. What's this say?
1/2 of 1/3.
Okay, so they've already done it for you. So let's do 1/2 blue. All right, where do you see 1/2 of this right here?
Right here.
All right, going which way?
Going down.
Oh, that's 1/3.
Oh, going across.
Right, going across. Here's your 1/2. Okay, and then 1/3 yellow. So where do we see 1/3?
Going down.
Good. All right, and what would our denominator be?
It will be 6.
Okay, put that on your bottom. And then how many are shaded blue and yellow? 1. Perfect. All right, let's see if you can do this one on your own. It says 1/2 of 1/4. And what have we said about the word of? A lot of times if you take of, that means to multiply. So 1/2 of 1/4. Where do you see 1/2?
This one. This one.
There you go. Where do you see 1/4?
That one.
Okay. All right, so what would our fraction be?
It would be 8. 1/8.
1/8, good. And then if you multiply across the top and bottom, what would you get? Good. All right, do this last one on your own. 1/4 of 1/3.
1/4 goes this way.
That way. Good, because see there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're shading 1 of the 4.
Yeah.
Where's your 1/3?
Going this way.
Okay,
And you have 12.
good.
1/12.
Perfect. 4/5 of 1/2. Where do you see 4 out of 5 of something shaded?
Going this way.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where do you see 1/2 of something?
Going this way.
Perfect. Shade it in. You got it, Randy. All right. Now,
And
what
then
would our fraction be?
10.
Good.
4.
4.
10.
Okay. Now let's simplify. What can go into a 4 and a 10?
2.
Okay.
Divided by 2.
Good.
You get 2/5.
Perfect. All right, let's read a few word problems, okay? We'll do 2 of these, and then I'm going to let you take your quiz again from Friday, okay? So,
Ricky has 3/4 of a gallon of milk. She drinks 1/3 of the milk. How much milk does she drink?
so it said she has 3/4 a gallon of milk. So like, think of your gallon, your milk gallon. You've got a gallon of milk at home, maybe?
Yeah.
And it's not all the way full, it's 3/4 of the way full. And then she drinks 1/3 of that. So what operation are we going to use?
Time.
Times. We're going to multiply because it says of. We want 1/3 of it. So let's write that as a problem. How would you write that as a fraction?
3/4.
Good. Talk a little louder. 3/4.
Times 1/3.
Perfect.
And then
3 times 1.
is 3, and 4 times 3 is 12.
Great.
Get 3/12. You can simplify by 3,
Nice.
and then you get 1/4
1/4 what? 1/4.
of a gallon.
Good. 1/4 of a gallon of milk. Okay. Last one. Let's do this one right here. Will you read it pretty loud?
Michael has to walk 3/8 of a
Kilometer. And that's distance. That's how we measure distance.
to the store. He walks 4/5 of the way. How far did he walk?
Okay. What operation are we going to use?
Multiply.
Multiply.
3/8 times 4/5.
Good. Straight across the top.
3 times 4 is 12.
So smart.
8 times 5 is 40.
Good.
You can multiply it.
Simplify by.
By 4.
Good, because 4 is your greatest common
And
factor.
then 4 times 3 is 12.
Good.
And 4 times 10 is 40. So you get 3/4.
3/10 what?
3/10.
Get that problem. She did really good simplifying and multiplying on that. 3/10 answer your word problem. What are we talking about?
You get, he walks 3/10 kilometers.
Kilometers. There you go.
Kilometers.
Why don't you write that? And before you take your quiz, we're going to watch this quick video just to review what we've done. Okay? And then we'll take your quiz once again on multiplying fractions. Okay? If you got any questions, let me know.
You know how we do. Yeah. Peace, y'all. Hope you're feeling all right. Today you're gonna see fractions get multiplied. Okay, see, here's how it starts. First, you gotta group up the same parts. The two numerators, those are on top. Multiplying together, yeah, but don't stop. The two denominators, the ones down below, you still got to get the product of those. There's your answer, top and bottom. So simplify by any common factors if you spot them. 1/4 times 2/5, well, 1 times 2 is at the top of the list. Then 4 times 5 leaves you 20. Simplify down to 1/10 there, buddy. And here's a curveball, just to have fun. When you have a whole number, place it on 1. Multiply across the top, then across the bottom. Simplify your answer. Yep, now you got them. But you can play it cool if you need to multiply. This is all you gotta do. Multiply across the top, then across the bottom. Simplify your answer. Yep, now you got them. But you can play it cool if you need to multiply. This is all you gotta do. Okay, now I was hanging out. I had 4 friends next to me. One of them hands me a cake recipe. Let me see. Uh-oh, it serves 10, but I'm always serving 5. What should I do then? Since I need 1/2 of some other fractions, that means multiplication is the action. The original calls for 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Here's what we do first. Multiply 2/3 times 1/2. I'm sure by now that you know how to do the math. That's 2 times 1 over 3 times 2. Gives you 2 over 6. You know what to do. Simplify that, you're left with 1/3. Now you can bake the cake and make sure that it tastes good and it's not too sweet. Who'd have thought multiplying fractions can help you eat? Multiply across the top, then across the bottom. Simplify your answer. Yep, now you got them. But you can play it cool if you need to multiply. This is all you gotta do. Multiply across the top, then across the bottom. Simplify your answer. Yep, now you got them. But you can play it cool if you need to multiply. This is all you gotta do. You know, it's crazy if you think about it. Multiplying fractions is easier than adding or subtracting fractions. Yo, DJ Pythagoras, get busy on him, son.
All right. So do you have any questions before your quiz? No. Okay. Thank you.